Hey guys, so welcome to day 12. So today we're going to talk about the ins and outs of how to promote or how to build your network on Facebook. So I know that you guys have said a lot, what kind of, picture or pic tutorials do you use, or what kind of apps do you use, and that kind of thing. And that is important. But what's more important is to understand how your posts are going to get seen, how they're going to get liked, and how to engage. So I'm just going to walk you guys through a little bit of that because, as you know, I've built my whole business on social media. You probably will build the majority of your business on Facebook as well. So this is really important. So it might be a little bit long, like it might be around 15 minutes, but it's important. I think we should go over it. So the first thing is, what I want you to do is you need to continue to be growing your network on Facebook. And that means adding people as friends. So there's a couple good ways to do this. You can go onto Facebook and you can just click on friends and then put add friends or search for friends. It's find friends. So you can do that. You can find them by, where you graduated from. You can find them by area, anything like that. Or you can just kind of look and Facebook will just auto-populate people that they think you might know, and you can go through. Now, a couple things to note about this. Definitely add friends first that you do kind of know, or you lost touch with, or you went to school with, or you were on a team with, or whatever, because Facebook now is kind of keeping track of how many people you add. So if you're adding a ton of people and they're not adding you back, Facebook's going to say you can't add any more people. People are not adding you back. So you want to make sure you're adding only around like 3 to 4 people a day, not like 25 blast out and then maybe only 10 people, add you back. So 3 to 4 a day, but that's a really good way to do it, is just find friends through Facebook. Another good way is for you guys, number 2, is to write down 10 things you're interested in. So whether that's like, for instance, I love Lululemon workout stuff. There's a huge group on Facebook that's like all about Lululemon, and people will post like, when's this new hoodie coming out? When's the wrap coming out? Like all this stuff. But obviously it's people who wear it because most likely they are, thinking they're into fitness or something, yoga, something. So it's not 100%, saturated with people, training or selling or instructing or anything like that. It's a lot of like Lululemon lovers, but it's kind of correlates to fitness. So I will post in there. I've signed up for that group, and I'll talk about like, what do you guys wear when it's raining? And I'll post a picture of me with my hoodie, and people will start to comment and engage with me. And then I can say like, well, hey, have you ever thought of starting this program, or that kind of thing? So it's kind of a warm entry into people that you do not know. They could be anywhere all over the US or Canada. So that's a really good thing. Write down things you're interested in. Like mine's Lululemon. I am involved in some like fit mom things. A lot of people say, if you've got a pet that you love, like if you're a French bulldog owner, or or a breeder or something like that, join those groups because you're going to have a commonality with those people. Then once you start kind of interacting with them, you can say like, hey, this is what I do. Have you ever thought of this kind of thing? So definitely figure out what you're interested in and join those groups. And I would look for groups that have thousands of members. I wouldn't look for groups that are like 200 people or 10. You want to make sure that you're getting exposed to as many people as you can. So I would go with pretty popular groups. There's also groups like, if you guys have your own website or blog or anything like that, there's groups that kind of promote networking and blogging. So there's some like how to grow your blog is one, and you have to request to join, but you do. And then they'll say like, you can share a post every week, or you can share, something new that you're doing, or you can ask to get feedback on your posts on your website or whatever. So that's kind of cool because they're opening that up to you, and you can say like, look, I'm a fitness blogger or a nutrition blogger. And you can say like, hey, I need help. What do you guys think of this post? And maybe it's promoting your challenge group. And you are probably going to get some people saying, their opinion, but then you're probably going to get some people that are like, wait, what is this? I've never heard of this before, and this looks really cool, and I like it. So those are good groups to join as well. So make sure that you're actually joining groups. I feel like that's kind of like what we did when Facebook first started. And it's kind of like people don't join groups anymore unless it's like our challenge or something like that. So do look into that because that's really important too. Teachers, occupations, join those groups. The other thing is, and Brandy Botts is really good about this. I started doing this too, and then I heard her do a talk about how instrumental it's been for her. Guys, she has like 110,000 coaches under her. She's part of our upline, and I've learned a ton from this woman. I mean, she is unreal. Again, I've said it so many times, but she's $1 million earner in this company. She's a top 10 coach and elite coach every year. So definitely I would do what she's suggesting, and it's to go to friends that you already have and look at potential like friends you might know based on those friends. And I do that all the time. Like, for instance, if I reconnect with somebody from college or sorority that I quit my Facebook for a long time after I got divorced, and all those college friends, I deactivated. So I'll sometimes find some of them, and then it's like, oh, I know they're connected to Sarah and Angela and all these people that I didn't even think of until I went to their page and saw who they're connected to. So that's a really good way too, because you already have a commonality, most likely, because you know that friend. Don't just friend people that you have no idea who they are and they're friends with your friend. But it's a good way to kind of trigger your memories. So do that too. Again, I said don't add more than 3 to 4 people a day, because you don't want Facebook to flag you. Also, I want you guys to really focus on your to-do list and your kind of power of threes. We've talked about this before, but it's like, responding to emails every day, reaching out about the business to 3 to 5 people a day, reaching out about a challenge group to 3 to 5 people a day, following up with everybody a day. And I would suggest putting your to-do list somewhere where you can always see it, whether it's like in your planner or whether it's on the wall or wherever it is. If it's in your phone, I know Shalene Johnson, who is like the to-do list queen, you guys. If you have not done her 30-day series called Push, she just wrote a book called Push, and it's about really like reaching your goals, but it changed my life. She recommended, I'm just going to show you guys, Wonderlist, which she always says, like, if it's not on your phone, it doesn't make any sense, because you have your phone with you at all times. So you're going to use it if it's on your phone. And it's so true. I mean, there are things, and I'll show you guys, that I need to plan out, like this. Like, I need to plan out my challenge groups and stuff like that on like a full month calendar. And that goes with me. And so I still need a paper calendar, just because I like to see the full month or the full week. But this is stuff that, like, the have-tos that you have to get done. So I'll let you guys see. I don't know how much you can see. I just got a new phone, so it's like taking me through this. But anyway, it's just basically like set up, and it's like your inbox, your starred items, your master list, which means that just keeps going. So that's like everything that you need to do every day. So I put all my Beachbody stuff in there in the master list, and every day it says, did you reach out to 3 people today? Did you do this? Did you do that? And you have to check it off. So that's a really good way to kind of keep your network growing, is to make sure, here, you can see it right here. I'll show you on the master list. And this is going to be all not updated because I got a new phone, but it's like respond to all messages, work out, pray for my mom, read 2 books of the Bible. It's things that are like, I want to do that every single day. And it pops up like a new to do every day. And I don't have to write that on paper. All these things like plan posts for the next day that add value is on here. Cross off all items, 5 to 10 Beachbody Hey Girls day. If you guys don't know, we in Team TKO calls them Hey Girls. And it's true, because it's like every time you're reaching out to someone, you're like, hey girl, how's this? Hey girl. And so, we put that on here. So this is a really good way to kind of keep yourself accountable also. Other than that, I just want to talk a little bit about your Facebook popularity and affinity. They call it Facebook affinity. There's also something that's called like your, I'm probably going to get it wrong. It's like your edge rank, I think it's called. And Facebook actually measures that. And the higher you get that up, the more visible your posts are to more people. And you can literally Google, I'm pretty sure it's edge rank, and you can Google that and it'll say like how to raise your Facebook edge rank, ads to put in, like it'll give you ideas, not just for Beachbody, for anybody who's like in business and wanting to promote it on Facebook. But the bare bones of it is that your posts become, and first of all, guys, I didn't say this, but you have to make your personal Facebook profile needs to be public, 100%. It needs to be public. if you're serious about promoting this business, you got to have a public Facebook, and it needs to be your personal profile, because those are the people that you're connected to the most. You know, like I have 1,000 friends on Facebook. It doesn't make sense for me to go start a new Facebook or a new like page right away. And we'll talk about that later. And then just try to build that network back up again. You already have the network. So what I would suggest is, if you've got things that you don't want people to see or that you don't feel comfortable about, take them off. Take them off. There's also something you can do where when you post, you can decide if it's going to be public or if it's only going to go to like your friends or your friends and acquaintances or something like that. So if you wanted to post something really private, you know, or like your kids or something like that, and you don't want everyone to see that, then you can post it as like to friends. But everything should be public. And this was a big deal for me, guys. And I know, like, listen, I'm divorced. That's a big reason why I deactivated at one point. I also, you know, after going through breakups and stuff, it's not like I necessarily want people seeing all my stuff on Facebook. However, I'm building a business, so I got to let that go. I got to put the pride to the side. I also don't put anything on my Facebook that all those people couldn't see and not have a good opinion about. So that's another thing. Like, if you're worried about what people are going to think of you, maybe just only post good, happy things. That's another thing. If you're wanting to gain a network on Facebook and you're wanting to promote yourself and brand yourself, which you should be doing as somebody who's positive, somebody who's uplifting, somebody who is, you know, there to help others reach their goals, you can't post something that's like, oh my gosh, I love this challenge group. I lost 5 pounds. I love the community here. And then post something and be like, life is awful, doom and gloom. Wish I had a better day today or something. And people be like, what? I mean, like, even if you do feel that way, don't put that on Facebook, guys. Like, keep it to yourself. I mean, and people, you know, will say like, oh, with the selfies and everything with Beachbody, like, yeah, I take selfies. It's very easy for you to see why I take selfies. I take them so that people can see my results because it's part of my business. And if somebody has an issue, and I feel like I'm getting fired up right now, but if somebody has an issue, they can go somewhere, like go jump off a bridge, because I do not mean somebody should go jump off a bridge. I know this is like public and everyone can see this. But I'm just saying, like, they can go somewhere because I don't really care. This is to help other people. It's not to be like, look at me, look how good I am. And in fact, I post things that are embarrassing. It's like, look at my progress, which means you got to look at where I was before, and it's not pretty, you know, but I'm doing it. I'm being transparent so that other people will want to come on this journey because I want to help them. So that's another thing. Like, just start with your profile page, your public profile page, make it public. Another thing, guys, is if you are using any kind of automated apps, like in your challenge groups, I know I've told you guys about Buffer app or Hootsuite, and you need to be using those for, like, you know, not your interactions and your engagement with your groups, but when you just need to post every single day, you know, and you're following that template, make sure that those in your Facebook apps are set to public. Because when I first started with Buffer app, I was like, why isn't anybody liking this or seeing it? And it was because just in the settings, it was set to only post to like my friends and acquaintances. So only my people were seeing it. Now, even if other people see it or if I tag people in it, their friends can see it, all of that stuff. So make sure that any kind of automated posting app you use is set for public, and then everything will be fine. Oh yeah, so let me tell you about your Facebook affinity. So the way that you get seen more is if you are engaging with other people. So basically, like, if you see somebody and you know that, like, oh, they just had a baby or something like that, and that's someone that you think could really benefit from one of your groups, or, you know, they just got laid off, maybe they could benefit from this business, you need to go to that person's page, you need to like their pictures, you need to comment. And again, you're not faking it. Like, you should be wanting to engage with these people. But if you don't engage with them, they're not going to see any of your information. So for instance, I had a friend that just got engaged. We had really lost touch. You know, we hadn't talked to each other in a long time. She lives in Dallas. I live in Houston. Sorry, this is really bothering me. I live in Houston, but she got engaged and I was like, oh my gosh, I love your engagement pictures. I'm so excited for you. I know you've been wanting that, did that? And we went back and forth. And then I posted something about, you know, losing another 3 pounds in a week. And she was like, oh my God, send me the info. She would have never seen that. It wouldn't even have popped up in her newsfeed if I did not engage with her. And I don't mean private messages. I mean commenting. Facebook has basically like a matrix where it's like, if you're reaching out to those people, it thinks they probably want to see something from you because you actually are friends. You actually know each other. So it kind of pops them up. That's why if you notice, like if your significant other's on Facebook and you're tagged in a lot of their stuff and you guys comment on each other's stuff, you're going to see each other's stuff all the time. It's because Facebook tracks it that way. So I know somebody, I think it's Lauren Majewski on Brainy Bots' team. She has her own team now. She's unbelievable. She's an amazing coach. But she would go and like and comment on like a bunch of people's stuff right before she was going to post about like a new challenge group or something like that, which is really smart. But she was just like, oh, maybe I haven't talked to enough people lately. I don't know where it's going to show up. So make sure that you are engaging with people all the time and going to their pages, commenting. Kids are a great way. Your kids are so precious. You know, everyone loves to hear that their kids are cute. And it's really easy to tell people that their kids are cute. I love pictures of kids. Like I want to see them all day long. So go that route. Let's see. So, you want to always post pictures and not comments, not check-ins, not just text. You've got to post pictures because pictures rank highest on Facebook. Also, if you're wanting to post like a YouTube video or something like that, I would post the picture and then post the link for them to follow. Every now and then you can mix it up. Every now and then I post the link because I want them to be able to just view it in Facebook. But they're going to get a higher rank and people are going to see it more when they post a picture. When you post a picture. Oh yeah. Also, don't share other people's photos. Like if you see me or another coach or a top coach posting something, and you're like, oh, that's so perfect. Don't share it. It's only going to benefit that coach. So I think we would all be happy in telling you completely duplicate it. If you want to copy what I wrote, you know, and also download the picture if it makes sense for you, or download it and then change a little bit in PicMonkey or whatever, and also change the text a little bit to where it sounds more like you, and then repost that as yourself. That's going to get you a lot more visibility than if you are posting something to me. People are going to like it on my page. They're going to like me. They're going to follow me. So thank you if you're doing that, but stop doing it because you want people to follow you. So don't share stuff like that. Let's see. Also, you guys, you want to follow the 80-20 rule. We talk about this a lot. You want to post 80% about your life and your lifestyle and 20% about your business. Now, part of that 80% can be like, I worked out this 21-day fix extreme for 21 days, and now I'm going to have a glass of wine with me and my girlfriends, and it's a picture of you and your girlfriends or whatever as like celebration. That's not really like join my business. That's more like me and my friends. So that's fine. But I mean, we're talking about like promotions. Like you don't want to promote things over the top to where people are like, I'm just going to hide her stuff because I'm sick of her asking me to join a challenge group every single day. That brings me to my other point. You guys should only be posting 3 to 4 times a day. And like with Buffer app or Hootsuite, I will sometimes like, if it's been like the weekend or something and we do a lot of fun stuff and we take a lot of pictures, I'll sometimes just save that until Monday or Tuesday, and I'll post, I'll automate it and say like, great day at the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo with these kiddos or whatever. Mondays and Tuesdays are highest traffic for Facebook. Fridays and Saturdays are the absolute lowest. So you're doing a lot on weekends, but you might want to save that for later. Plus it makes it easier. You don't have to like spend your weekends posting, and you can spend them with your family and your friends, and it's better. So 3 to 4 times a day. Don't post 7 times a day. You know, just 3 to 4 times a day. I also post only 3 to 4 times a week about the certain challenge that I'm promoting for that week. So we've walked through that in one of our other videos about challenge groups, how we promote for a challenge, but I'll go ahead and show you guys again. And sorry, I don't want this video to get too long, but let me find one. Okay, so I'll just show you like this here. So it's like on the second Monday of each month, I start promoting my fitness challenge, my 21-day or 30-day challenge, and my new coach Grow and Go group. The third Monday, I start doing my clean eating or a free challenge. Fourth Monday, I do a sneak peek into coaching. And then here's how I promote. I'll show you guys. So like I promote for my challenge and Grow and Go for the first 2 or 3 weeks prior. Then when it starts, I start promoting for my free challenge for the next week. Then the free challenge starts. Then I start promoting for my sneak peek. Then when the sneak peek starts, I start promoting for my June challenge and my Grow and Go, or my next month's challenge and my Grow and Go. So you're not promoting everything every week. And when you are promoting it, it's literally like I said, like a couple times a week. So maybe you could do like Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I post a promotion for whatever the next week's challenge is for that month. So it doesn't have to be like crazy promotions. And if you schedule everything out this way, you guys, it will be a lot easier. You're seeing some of my personal stuff here, but it'll be a lot easier for you to keep track of it and not feel like you're cuckoo brains all over the place. So definitely try and stick to that schedule. Make sure that your posts are engaging, guys. Like for instance, if you post anything about questions, people tend to get interactive on that. And again, I've said this in another video, but it's like if you say, really great one Mindy Winder brought up, and Jen Richardson, who is like social media queen. She has, her team is Jen Fit Couture. She's also under our team, TKO, Brandy Bots. She posted like Android or iPhone, or something like iPhone 6 or iPhone 5, or iPhone 6 or iPhone 6 Plus. What are you guys' opinions? Just 2 pictures of it. And she got like tons and tons of opinions and people commenting and da. And so there's your engagement. It doesn't have to be about Beachbody. Something else you can do is you can say, like, if you're watching this in the summer months, you can say like, okay, I've been working so hard and I finally got my body into bikini shape. And then you're kind of promoting Beachbody there. Here's 3 swimsuits. You guys vote. Choose your favorite one. Like, I really want to go for it and buy a rockin' swimsuit because I've gotten myself into shape. What's your favorite one? That gives you some time where you can even say, you know, you'll see people post and say like, oh, wish I could, you know, wear a bikini. I'm so far from that. It's a great opportunity for you to reach out to that person and, you know, private message them and say, hey, I saw your comment. Do you want to think about changing that? I mean, I did it. Here's what I did. Here's how you can do it. You know, so it opens up a lot of conversation, maybe just to get your engagement up and your edge rank up. But also, you know, it opens up conversation to get to know people and know what their wants and needs are, what their insecurities are, and how you might be able to help them. This is what we're all about. So you're not going to know how to help somebody if you don't engage. So, you know, questions are great. Opinions are great. Like I just said, you know, you don't want people to block you. You don't want to be promoting all over the place. I think that's all. Yeah, I guess there's just a couple more things about Facebook. And guys, I know, I'm sorry, this is a little bit longer, but Facebook is how your 90% of your business is going to thrive. So this is worth it. But, you know, cyclical promotions on Facebook, like we talked about in the planning, like these cyclical promotions and how you plan them and when they come up, equals success and equals Success Club. So I'm just saying, like, if you're not cyclical about it, I mean, you want to get to the point where people see your post and they expect, like, well, I know she's going to have another free challenge, so maybe I'll catch that on the next go round. I know she's going to have another full-on challenge, so maybe if I do the free challenge, then I'll roll into the next challenge. Or I know she's going to do a sneak peek into coaching. I've been interested in it, but I don't feel comfortable reaching out to her and say, hey, what is coaching? So maybe I'll just tell her I want to be in her sneak peek. So you want people to start seeing this cyclically. Again, not load, but you want them to see consistency. That is the #1 key to this business. And it's so cyclical in nature. And that is a key to it too. You want to be consistent in those cycles so that people know you're not just some fly-by-night network marketing person who posts about, I don't know, a mascara or, and no offense, but I'm just saying, like, every now and then you never show up on Facebook. I mean, you want somebody to see, like, these are real challenges that I spend my time hosting and you're going to get me as your coach. So you guys want to make sure that you stick to that process. Yeah, also, I think I said this, but you want to engage with people, commenting, liking. There's a couple pages for Beachbody that you guys will probably want to emulate. I'm just going to put their names out there. Brandy Bots. I can't say enough about her, but go follow her. And sorry, these coaches, you're probably going to get a lot of traffic after this, but Brandy Bots, her personal page and her like page. Meg Wazinski, awesome poster. Jen Richardson, you guys, I mentioned her. She's Jen Fit Couture. She holds a social media boot camp, which is a group on Facebook, and it is unreal. I mean, she's so great social media wise. She'll tell you how to hashtag, how to do all these things. It's awesome. And since you're a part of TKO through Wild Republic, you have access to that. You can just ask to add yourself and she'll add you in and you'll have all the access to that. So it's so awesome. And that's about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these kinds of social media. Yeah, so definitely go and follow those people. Janelle Summers, Mindy Winder, she has the most engaging posts. I think she is just so phenomenal. So go and follow her. There's also some other teams from like Bombshell Dynasty that's not part of our upline, but Brittany Leggett, Katie Heifner, they have fantastic pages. Go ahead and follow them as well. They're also really good at like making pictures look beautiful. So you could go and follow them as well. So make sure to first focus on your, oh, I was going to say, when you are engaging with people, make sure that you're kind of thinking about that. Like if you had some people that were on the fence and they're not sure, go engage with them, because then they're going to see your posts more and it'll bring them around more. Also, you guys, focus on your profile page first before you start a like page. I said this before, but it just doesn't make any sense to have thousands of friends, or maybe you've kept your Facebook since it opened, you know, when you had to have a .edu account and you literally have thousands of people. Why go and recreate that wheel and start adding people again? Just use what you have. And then once you kind of get there, you can use a like page to truly promote your business. When you get really up and running, you can set a budget. It can be like $10 a day, or it can be like $20 in a month. But Facebook will set up an ad for you to go out to people that you are not connected to in any way. And it's targeted based on their age, their demographic, you know, what they like, groups that they like, all of that. So it's super targeted audience. And that's what you should really start using your like page for, when you really are ready to promote and go out and spend a little bit of money to reach a colder market. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, when you're doing your like page, and I could take a page out of my own book. Now, my name is in my team name. It's Wild Republic is my business, and my name's Lauren Wild. But you really should try and use your name, because that way, that's how people are going to know you. They're not going to know like Crazy Fit Girl or, you know, something else. Like, you want to definitely try and use your name. So yeah, I think that's really it regarding Facebook. You know, other than that, I would just say that, you know, you guys have this awesome opportunity. You're already coaches. Some of you are already Emerald coaches working toward Diamond. Are you going to sit back on your heels, or are you going to get out and promote? I mean, you have all the tools you need. You've seen all these videos so far. And, you know, Facebook is free for the most part, unless you've got a like page. You can reach thousands and thousands, and I guess probably millions of people on there. Want to tell you guys that Facebook searches have actually surpassed Google searches for this year and last year. So more people are on Facebook searching for things and businesses and, you know, products than they are on Google. So you've got to use Facebook. You've got to make yourself public. I know you guys can do it. For your homework, I would like you to write down the Facebook friends you have for this week, and then write down next week the Facebook friends you have, and see how many people you've added since then and added to your network. I'd also like you to add some Beachbody coaches so that you can see what they do and how they promote. But yeah, guys, go out there, do it. I can't wait to see your posts. Feel free to tag me in your posts to get, you know, more coverage. And I will see you guys in the next video. We're going to talk about Instagram. So I will see you guys next. Bye.